we built this up, even when we looked at that player head-to-head, right? The Angela for Ra is deadly and something that you really have to consider too, right? Now, on the flip side, AP Bren, the fact that they are going with this Tigreal again, it is I feel like one of the safer options, right? To put in the hands right now of Ogwyn. You can play around the fact that you have a penalty zone even across from you now, right? Yeah. For example, if you're going to go ahead, jump in with the penalty zone, but then you have an implosion to answer, at least kind of stalling out some of that follow-up. If it's, layered correctly, then it could work out for you. But not only that, but the fact that you give space now to Nolan once again, like we saw in game 1, to go ahead and do what he needs to do. Farm up really quickly, focus on, whittling down the important members here of See You Soon, or even the objectives.
Well, having See You Soon as one of the factors here in this match, it gives me the courage to say that we might see an Angela mid, and you can disagree with me. A lot of people actually around the world will disagree with me. We might see a Diggy, because a Diggy can make Team AB Bren, I wouldn't say like the Tigreal specifically will be in a really bad position, but the only thing that actually make this point not solid is having the Nolan that can actually burst down the Diggy. But yet, Ra playing really good on Angela in the mid lane gives me the confidence to say that we might see one. And because Ra plays Angela in the mid lane, we see Minotaur join the ban list for Team AB Bren.
Man, Minnow's just not getting any playtime this series. He's done too many crazy things so far in the M5. So right now that's going to be taken out. Leaves to kind of question, what does See You Soon want to take, for their roam option?
I think leave it as a last pick. Go and pick up a gold laner first, knowing you're already in this matchup against the Bruno and, against the Tigreal. I would say actually, maybe they can go for, I would actually think about the Irithel or maybe even the Claude here. The Claude, safer choice. The Irithel is something that Kusei has found so much success with as well. Can go for the Purify, but they go for Carry. Well, technically can go for Purify too, but that's risky, man.
It's risky, but I'm thinking it's my only concern with it, right? This again, you have to consider the fact they do have an Angela, which kind of helps with this. But range-wise, being able to kind of maneuver around these early skirmishes is going to be important. Being able to be protected enough in the early game pressure is going to be important for a carry. But ultimately, if you can get to that mid to late game, then you can start to punish, especially, these tankier options.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Wait.
That's a signature Bren pick.
Wow.
It's Bren. It's the Bren special.
It is.
You know what? Actually, I met Few today, and he told me just wait for the knockouts, but I didn't think that he will go this far.
Bro, that's the signature Brendini.
The Brendini. Not only that, man, but also the Benedetta coming out too.
Also Benedetta.
I cannot process this.
But Odette, debut pick in M5. It has to be the one who made it work back when he was in TNC. I believe it was with Johnson, that combo?
Yeah, the Johnson-Odette. The Johnson-Odette combination.
Man, who let him cook?
Let him cook.
Speaking of cooking, seems like Coach Cat Dog is actually cooking a lot of damage there. Having the Guinevere set up with the Trizla. Not just that, the dance floor is open for the Joy. The shields are offered by the Hard Guard, giving the Angela, and not just that. The true damage given by carry actually will be a trouble for Team AB Bren.
There's a lot of trouble, and I think I have to look at you, Naisu, right now. You look concerned, my guy. For AP Bren, what are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. Part of me is like really questioning this Odette pick if it's going to be able to work. I would have loved to see the old Optimum Pride for this lineup, man. It would have been perfect, especially here in Manila. But we'll have to see how it all plays out with these lineups once again, loading up into the land of Dawn here. It's 1-1 in the series. See You Soon took the last game. Who will take game number 3? Last time it was an interesting lineup from See You Soon, and now this time, AP Bren digging into the hero pool. Let's see how they execute it out.
Well, you hit us with the Hellcurt, we hit you with the Odette. And I told you guys, I've spoken with Few, and he told me wait until you see the knockouts. For me, I told him maybe we'll see an Eve, because Eve had been neglected, but he said just wait for the knockouts. Having here the Odette, well, what is actually the point? I think that, yeah, Odette with Tiger is kind of thing I've seen in ranked games, but I've never seen in tournaments, to be honest.
Same.
But why? Why?
Well, we'll get to the answer to that question very soon. But now Calteezy doesn't want to wait, jumps in onto Boxy, picks up first blood, and MP gets shoved back. Calteezy dashes out. Now it's going to be Flapteezy who rotated all the way from the XP lane with the Petrify. And so far, the answer is Yasu. We go in. That's the answer. That's why.
Yep.
We go in.
We going in. We want
go in.
damage. Hey, here's a hero that has it. Odette, man. Real quick, too. Oh, hold on.
Boxy.
Yeah, he's fine.
Bring it on.
How's the emblems, Yasu?
Well, I think that I'm actually curious about the Odette itself, but let's look at Ogwin.
Two-man knockup and into Boxy, who's now going to be, whoa, 2 kills across. It's one by Ogwin, the roamer, and the other by Mr. Kyle. Oh my goodness, what
Remember the KDA.
heck? Remember, he's not a tank. He's Ogwin, Master Ogwin, the fighter.
You gotta go remind him. Hey, you're a roamer, remember. 8.8 KDA is what Ogwin has. So as he locks in that kill, this is already a 4-0 lead, 2K ahead for AP Bren. Once again with a very interesting lineup for this game, and that's gonna be the first objective going in the hands of AP Bren as well.
Well, Few being one of the top 10 greatest players of all time for the M Series, having this surprise here is actually shocking for me. I cannot analyze it, but I've seen the approach he's going with the emblems. He can deal a lot of damage when it comes to his ultimate, but yet here comes something. You just build up a Radiant armor, and then you don't have a damage output coming from the Odette. But yet, he's building the Genius Wand at the beginning, so he will deal a lot of damage.
Implosion into the Fracture. Not even the Hard Guard can save you from that damage, bro.
Dude, it's just crazy kind of unseeing it unfold.
Ooh! Flap knocked up again, and now Boxy takes him out. That's see you soon, finally on the board.
Once again, as I was going to say, you know, the fact that you have a Heart Guard for See You Soon, I guess the answer for AP Bren was just all of the damage. I like to say the big damn, right? That's what they went with here. Ogwin with the implosion into an Electro Final Blow alongside having an Odette hold. Wow. And
that was fast.
I forgot to mention Kyle Teasy as well.
Hit and run, and now Swan Song! Kusei doesn't like songs, especially not that one.
Oh my god, that at some point that's actually funny because I've told you, you can build up the Radiant armor to prevent fuse damage, but will you be able to build it though? I think that time was flying by.
Yeah, with a 4,000 gold lead in the third minute, that Radiant armor is still a far idea.
That's hard.
Not only that, but even just looking at the gold lane, as we were talking about that carry pick here, Yasu, look at the disparity so far in the gold.
Yeah, we can actually see that the Husk lost. Oh, that's a really bad place.
That's a Requiem, but there's no follow-up. Even though the turret was there, Ra is an Angela. You can't expect him to deal damage to Ogwin or burst him down.
So we were speaking about the Haskell, but every time I speak about the Haskell, he always jumps in. Bruno at this point can actually take upon a 1v2, but how do you feel about the matchup so far, Naisu?
Oh man, you know, when I look at it unfolding here, the fact that you have this kind of lead for AP Bren with the lineup they have, it's just so much CC and damage potential. I mean, the fact that you first picked the Nolan too, right? It's tough to deal with here. But for See You Soon, really trying to wonder, where do you find these wins, right? Where do you find some of these skirmishes? Because at this point, with a 5K deficit in the economy, man, against this kind of lineup, it kind of gets scary because, like you mentioned, maybe get some of those defensive items, you know, talking about Radiant Armors, everything else. But really, you need so much time. Look at the gold earned here. They're so far behind already, right?
Yeah.
In every single lane.
Implosion. Sorry, I'm Felix gets brought back. The penalty zone canceled for a bit. The dive even, but the hard guard now is scaled to a point where it can get you some more survivability.
With each minute, you have one more K for gold lead for AB Bren, and not just that. Let me dream, guys. Let's see together.
You can't dream.
So Requiem, that's some damage. Ogwin should fall here, and he does. Boxy's the one who picks up the kill, though. Both the roamers. Assassins, not roamers.
Okay, do you want to dream now, Yasu?
I want to dream. I told you I want to see a Kimi. And by seeing that Odette, I cannot help but keep dreaming, to be honest.
All right,
Okay.
let's hope for a Kimi next then.
At this point, I think this is now total unique hero so far. 69.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So Kyle TZ here picking up the Blade of Hephaestus early on. Not just, look, he's already 2 items in. Did it's stolen?
He just drove by.
What?
Oh, he even dodges his mate.
Oh,
Migration and finds the fracture on Ra under the turret. How much swag do you have?
4 levels ahead as a jungler?
And now Felix, he's about to get balled down by Super Marco on the Worldie. With the help of the hammer from Ogwen. That's one more shot. Ogwen, you're a roamer. Ogwen, stop.
Again with the KDA here for Ogwen, and not to mention what we just saw from Kyle TZ on this Nolan pick. He now also secures the turtle. That's 3 for 3 for AP Bren as they further the lead here in this Game 3 against See You Soon. It's looking a lot like Game 1 for See You Soon. What can they do, Yasu, to get back into this game?
Yeah.
But real quick, not Odette's swan song. The last and the only appearance of Odette in an M series was in M1. Well, until now.
M1?
So,
That's like how many years ago? 3 years ago or something?
4, right?
What?
4.
Yeah,
right?
4.
Should be 4. 2019, right?
2019.
Yeah.
2019.
2019, 4 years ago. So technically, I think the last time we saw Kimi was also, I'm not too sure if it's M1 or M2, but
Don't let me dream.
it's a while ago. So we will try to let you dream, because so far, whoever has been dreaming about Odette showing up in M5, he's got it, man.
Hey, all Odette mains are happy now, right? It's shown up.
Yeah.
It's now viable in your games. It shows up once, it's there. So with that, again, lead massive here for AP Bren. They're going to put the pressure on this purple buff for See You Soon.
Conceal. If Ogwen gets an implosion onto 4 or even just 3 members,
1 is
it's
enough.
going to be lethal. 1 is enough, he says, as he brings Felix back, but the hard guard now.
Oh.
DPC, a bit of a miscommunication, a bit of a disconnect, and that is going to be a big mistake that AP Brent capitalizes on. You can't do that against Brent.
It seems like there's no electrifying beats when you have this swan song coming from AB Bren.
Oh, two genres of songs here, right?
Yeah.
You got the electrifying beats and then you got the swan song.
Which one do you like better?
Which one do you like better? Flap Teasy though.
Oh,
No, the electrifying beats is getting...
Ogwayne.
Oh, wait, he's able to dash out. Still with a hard guard, still able to escape for now. There's no real push as well, no real punishment from AP Brent.
Okay, they get those resources out though, leading into this first Lord, so that is an advantage once again, despite the 10K gold lead, AP Brent. What more are they going to be looking for, right? This is going to be quick work. Look at that. The Lord just taken out in an instant. And so AP Bren, they'll get ready for this march towards See You Soon's base. You're wondering, See You Soon, are they prepped up for this defense here,
Look
Yasu?
at the gold difference. It's even more than the clock.
They've beaten the clock.
They have beaten the clock.
Yeah,
So
it's a massive lead.
I haven't seen that in my life, to be honest, so far.
Wait, really?
Nah, just like 8 minutes, 8 and 10K gold lead. I haven't seen that.
Wow.
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, plenty of times.
And
Plenty of
MPLID.
times?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you guys are the experts. I'm just new here. So I would actually say that when I've seen few, I think that this is also the point where See You Soon we're focusing on just how can we deal with the audit? Will we get a Radiant Armor? What else? But they forgot somehow that they have Kyle TZ to work with.
Only 1 member though. Guse gets out.
Oh.
But a penalty zone once again is already going to be used only onto Ogwen. Boxing in the midst of it. Oh, Swan Song from View! Zones them all away. The fracture as well. Felix takes it up. What a Chad. How did he survive that?
Body of Smith, the passive. That's how he was able to survive that. But not only that, See You Soon, the fighting spirit still for them, able to witness that setup and get out with their lives. Could be the starting steps towards turning things around. Yes, it's massive. It's 11,000 gold. But if they can still somehow extend the game, maybe 8 minutes, we might be able to see them actually go toe-to-toe with some of these initiations, because already looking at these items, the disparity's there, Yasu.
I would say that looking at Kyle Teasy, I cannot help but to wonder, did he break a record when it comes to goal per minute?
Boxy again, now with the Requiem and a penalty zone to help him out with the Swan Song! From Phil! Turns it around again! See you soon! Forced to run back to the base! My goodness, AP Bren!
It just took one song. It just took one song and everything went down for Team See You Soon. Is this the finish? This fast in minutes?
Oh no.
10 minutes in, Ra's walking back. MP will accept his fate. AP Bren, they play the Swan Song, and tonight that is the song of victory for AP Bren.
2-1, AP Bren now standing at match point. And with the debut of Odette, what a decisive game once again for the hometown team.
That was so much to absorb by Team See You Soon. A lot of surprises, not just the Swan Song, not just the that, also the combination that Team AP Bren had at some point. And not just that, you can add upon it Kyle Teasy playing the Nolan that he have 100%